What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're back on the regular stuff, no budget content today, but we're playing something a little bit different. It's AZORIUS Control, but it's really about the Strixhaven Stadium today. I've been wanting to put that into a deck list, 'cause I think I only really had it in one, maybe two lists at all since they came out in Strixhaven, so it was kind of cool to have this, and I put a request out on Twitter, and I had somebody that goes by the name of Mucho Birdies decide they wanted to share this list with us, and I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and feature it. I've been looking for an excuse to play Strixhaven Stadium, and this is about as good as any, and it's a rare treat to have a nice control deck on the channel, and it may not actually play much like a control deck, which is what I'm really hoping to see. So let's go take a look at this deck list that takes advantage of this Strixhaven Stadium. Now, as always, I need to show some love to our folks over at UltraPro at shop.ultrapro.com because they give me tons of stuff to do giveaways to give to y'all. They also support me in a lot of ways and other content creators, and they just became an official supporter of the Degenerate Gaming team, and they're sponsoring a $1,000 tournament at the end of the month on July 22nd. Check it out over at mtgmelee.com. Now, this list is going to look like what you expect, but just a hair different. So we're playing a couple of Fading Hope, which, again, this is a card you expect to see in a lot of these lists. Two Fateful Absence, which are the only true, like, real spot removal cards in here, though we are playing some sweepers. We're playing two Jurari's Disruption, which more often than not, I think these are actually going to end up being mana, but occasionally you'll get to use them for what they actually are built for, being a 1-mana counter, or a 2-mana counter. We have some negates. And these really honestly together, and along with the Saw It Coming, more often than not, these are kind of the package that could help you beat the Is It Epiphany decks, right? Because they're usually copying and tapping out to copy and doing all that. So like this gives you a chance to take some of those spells out and slowly build up the way you want, because you've got Strixhaven Stadium. And they don't really have much for this other than maybe a Saw It Coming. So if you, or not a Saw It Coming, but a Divide by Zero. So if you actually keep a counter up, it's going to be hard for them to deal with this, and you can possibly just kill them without ever actually even doing much, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Just depends on their version, because they could be playing something like Burn Down the House and just make the tokens to try to attack you and slow down the Strixhaven Stadium. So there are ways, but realistically, Strixhaven Stadium could be pretty good in that matchup. Then we're playing two copies of the Celestis. This does a little bit of everything, right? It's giving you mana, it's letting you filter cards, it lets you control night and day, it's gaining you life. So we like everything this card's doing in this list. Don't hate it at all. And 2 is probably the right number, because we are a little bit mana intensive. Then we are playing 3 Behold the Multiverse, and I think this is a little bit different than his list, because I believe his list had 4 Behold the Multiverse and 1 Celestis, and I decided to flip that up just a little bit, because I felt like we're already going to have a lot of ways to dig, and I wanted to make sure we hit our mana a little bit more there. Then we have 4 Memory Deluge, which again, 7 ways to dig there. On top of Teferi, which is also 2 copies. And Teferi can let you look at your top cards, but more often than not, we're going to be using Teferi to untap things. You can untap your creatures, you can untap your lands, you can untap your artifacts. And when you're able to untap the artifacts, it's really good because you're getting double mana, but you can actually add extra counters to Strixhaven Stadium, so you can speed up that clock a whole lot to be able to kill your opponent. Then, of course, we have Doomscar, because sweeping the board is important against all the aggro decks. And then we have Amaria's Call. And just 1 copy, nothing too fancy here, but if you just need more creatures late game, they are 4/4s. They give your other creatures indestructible. Some scenarios where maybe you could also give yourself indestructible, then Doomscar, and you get to keep your birds or whatever. That's a whole thing. And then, of course, today we get to be the bad guy, because we are playing Alrund's Epiphany, we are playing 4 copies. But to be fair, we're almost comboing more with the Strixhaven Stadium and those actual birds getting those attacks in than we are actually trying to chain a bunch of turns together. Lands, we're playing a little bit of everything with 1 Cave of the Frost Dragon, 3 Plains, 7 Islands, 4 Deserted Beach, 4 Hingegate Pathway, 4 Field of Ruin, and 2 Treasure Vault. Treasure Vault's mostly just giving us more mana in the later stages so we can play multiple spells in a turn. I believe his list was a little bit different as far as basics and maybe a couple less Deserted Beach, but I went ahead and changed it up for my flavor. But otherwise, this is mostly the list that was presented to me, so we're going to take it into battle, see what it's all about. We'll see how we feel about it, if there's any changes, and we'll have a card spotlight for you at the end of all this. we are going to just keep this, really. I mean, nothing too exciting here. I think we just queue up a Doomscar, because it looks like we're definitely going to need that in this fight. Need another white mana, though, so I'm going to have to get down this Strixhaven Stadium. Oh, it actually makes colorless, so I don't even have that. Yep, we're missing a second blue. That's going to be our big, or second white, I mean. That's going to be a real problem for us. Alright. Here's hoping we survive long enough to use a Doomscar. I was also thinking that could have been bad if they had an Apparition, too. That could have been kind of scary. Alright, we're going to take a lot of damage here. Okay. That is not going to do it, sadly. We Teferi, we gain some life. We get an extra couple of things on the stadium, which will just go away whenever they attack. We could search to try to find a plains, but we'd end up dead otherwise. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're not dead yet. We might. Oh man. I'm thinking maybe we do just need to search. I'm trying to think if there's a way we could die. Actually, if they played Adeline, that'd only be one more point. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'd be 10. We'd go to 1. Golly. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass and search. Well, Adversary doesn't do enough because they don't have 4 mana yet. So I'm not worried about Adversary. If they'd already had 3 lands in play, I would have been very concerned. Alright. Sad that we're doing all this to try to secure a plains. It's really like the best thing we're looking for here. Which is very, very sad. But it is what it is. Oh, that's in there. That's good to know. Alright. Well. Ooh, we almost didn't find one. I was about to be very sad. I'm going to take this and this. So we have a backup for later. Okay, that helps a lot. Actually, crap. I could have played Teferi first. No. Yeah, I could have played Teferi first and done that. Gosh damn it. Alright, fair enough. I deserve that. Thalia. Well, that's going to make us a whole lot of not happy. If we Epiphany first, then we Teferi and foretell something. All right. Let's see. Because this makes Teferi cost more. Fair enough. Attack with those. We'll untap some things. Choose an artifact. Choose a creature. Choose a land. Probably that. Then we'll just foretell. Problem is, these are all going to cost more, too. Well, we can foretell this and still... Wait a minute. Why are you... I don't care about using this arena. Come on now. Why are you trying to be like that? I mean, I could have tapped that, I guess. But we can still do that at any point, so it's fine. Alright. Alright, come on now. What do we got? Come on, Arena. Alright, we're going to Portable Hole I'm assuming our 1/1. I think I'm going to let that resolve. I'm not that concerned about it. Like, they can take a counter off of Strixhaven Stadium. That's fine. They're just hitting us for 2 here. That's okay. Like, that's just negating some work Teferi's going to do. That's not bad for later. Actually, we can even untap that and have an extra blocker if we want. So I dig that. We'll go ahead and foretell this. Use Teferi. Untap this. And this. And this. So now Strixhaven Stadium's just lethal. Yeah, I don't think the opponent has a real out here now. Elite Spellbinder. Do I care about that? Probably not. Yeah, it doesn't affect the game win at all, so sure. I mean, I have another Teferi. I mean, like, it's fine. Sure. Just block. All right, that'll do it. Do I do anything creative with this? All right, that'll do. I guess we keep it. Okay, this might work, I guess. Maybe. Oh, I don't even want to bounce a Kalane. That's super unfortunate. This is tough because I think we still have to go ahead and foretell this. Next turn, we can play Celestis and then a Fading Hope. And just see where that gets us. And then hope we draw into something from there, I guess. Alright, tapping 2. Okay, that's not so bad. Like, that had potential to be way worse. I'm good with that, I think. Let's go ahead and play this. And pass. Here comes a dragon. Because it's always a dragon. And then we take 3. And then we'll go ahead and foretell this. Unfortunately, playing a second Celestis does nothing for us, so we just pass. Yes, we will take the action. Oh, that's actually nifty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we already have our 6 mana, so we can possibly ditch this. We probably want that, though, right? But we don't have a second white yet. All right, fair enough. And we still have Fateful Absence, so kind of does what we want to do anyway. Ugh, so you can't play the dragon yet. You'll have 2 mana left. All right, cool. Let's get rid of that. Actually, you know what? That's a mistake. I probably should have just let it land and just killed it with the Fateful Absence and then just counter the dragon. Would have probably been smarter. Because then I don't give them any more treasure. It feels like that would have probably been better. Actually, definitely would have been better. Ooh, we got a stadium. I just don't know if we can do anything of quality with said stadium. But let's pass and see what's up. Because I have no idea what's about to happen here. Yeah, if there's issues on the stream, it's definitely a Twitch thing. Because my side's showing fine. Alright. I'll kill this duder. I'll see if I can make some changes on my side and see if I can help out. But not sure what I'd be able to do. Alright, kill the Kalane. It usually means they just have another Kalane, which is why they ran it in there like that. Come on. What are we gonna do here? Ah, dang it. Well. Yeah. See if we can find something. Ooh, that's not great. That's not great at all. Well, we'll at least get rid of the other Celestis. But that didn't help too much, sadly. We will take the action. Oh boy. Oh boy. Luck is not going our way. Yep, you have a Reckless Stormseeker. That is real bad for us. Yep, we take a big old hit here. Okay. Might as well just get some treasure out of this. And we have... Duh. Crap. Okay. Oh, man, you're kidding. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. I mean... Ugh. Wow. Like, that's pretty bad. That's pretty terrible. I mean, we couldn't even attempt to cast anything, sad as it was, so... I mean, okay? Like, I don't know... Oh, yeah, we're definitely dead now, right? Yep, there's nothing we can do. That's going to be at least 5. Block here. 6, I guess we're not... No, because that's going to be 7. Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah, GG's. Ugh. Man, we did a whole lot of nothing that game. Okay, I guess we have to keep this, even with the opponent going first here, and probably just have to play down this Jiraiya's Disruption unless we draw like an untapped blue source, which we didn't. So I think that's the best play here. Opponent didn't do anything, though. Huh. Alright, so I'm just going to pass. Catilda? What? Is this like our list from a while back where we played? No, because I don't know if we did that in Mardu colors, though. Huh. I mean, nah, I'm just going to pass. Like, I'm trying to think of like, what do I want to do here? But like, no, I don't really want to do anything. All right. Let's see what the opponent's up to here. There's a Hallowed Haunting, sure. I mean, it's just Catilda at the moment, so we can just bounce her. That's fine. So it is a Hallowed Haunting deck, like we sort of assumed. So now it's just what do we do against that? I think we just go ahead and do that. And then we'll get to draw our 2. And we'll just see what's up. Alright, there's Catilda again. Not a surprise. We're going to try to draw 2 cards. I will take... Actually, probably both of those. Yeah, alright. Those are fine. Like, I almost didn't, but I realized, yes, we do want those. Oh, actually... We could play Teferi, untap, bound. Or actually, do we want to play Strixhaven Stadium first? Nah, let's do this. And then we'll gain life, and we'll just untap a land. Oh, sap to submit 0. Tap, untap, no. And then we'll just untap this. Alright. Alright. This is probably where Teferi dies or something. Alright, let's see what happens. Nope, nothing. Do we need that? We could cut the opponent potentially off of a color if they don't have a bunch of basics. But probably not. I think we're looking for other things at this point. Another Hallowed Haunting, okay. That is a thing. Okay. So we could play Stadium, untap Stadium, have 4 mana. We could Deluge. We could just do this for the turn, which isn't terrible. Let's go ahead and do that. Then we at least have things to block some spirit tokens or whatever. Oh, forgot. I have to submit 0 over and over. Oh, well, look at that. Isn't that special?
Who's counting?
Alright, I guess we might just be ultimating Teferi very soon. Wasn't even considering that to be an option, but here we are. Can I... Yeah. If I play this, it only leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'd still be 1 short, right? Because I could spend 3 to play the Strixhaven Stadium. I could tap it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Teferi untaps it. 6, yeah, it's not going to get me there. Alright. Fair enough. Do. And a land, sure. Do. I mean, I'm sure the opponent hates this, because I hate seeing chained epiphanies myself. So I totally feel their pain. And we'll go ahead and get after it, I guess. And then we... What do I do with this mana? Well, we definitely tap for a colorless, but... Untap, get a creature, and a land.
Don't worry.
So that's going to leave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We really can't use all of that. So let's go ahead and just foretell this for the time being. And I think that's fine. Alright. Alright, let's see what's up. Borrowed time. Alright, they're getting our Teferi. Fair enough. I mean, you probably want to get Strixhaven Stadium. Okay. Well, maybe they have a way to keep us from getting enough counters on it. Oh, there you go. You had another one anyway. So it's largely irrelevant. Yeah, I don't know why they were choosing. They had all the things they needed. Alright, let's take a look. See what we got here. Ooh, I guess we take a land and a deluge. And we're just going to be digging deep. I mean, I guess we block because we're kind of, our goal is just to find a sweeper or something anyway. That is not going to do it, but that's a reasonable starting place. Yeah, it'd still be one land short of getting to draw cards, but that's fine. Okay. Time to go digging. There we go. That's what we wanted all this time. We will go attacking. And we'll just sweep all the things. All right. I mean, we kind of did what we could. The downside is this thing has lifelink, so it's kind of going to set us back for what we're trying to do, unfortunately. Teferi. Don't know if you're good enough, friend. Nah, dang it. I guess I'll take that. I mean, we're seeing all kinds of cards here, so it's probably just too many. Can't play Teferi here because there's no real value in it. Okay. We're going to have to deluge, probably see if we can just secure things a little bit more. Opponent's just going to get a shot in on us here. Go to 11, we go to 23. Oh, so they're going to put it in the yard so they can actually just equip it or whatever? Well, if so, then our best play is going to be to dig for probably, well, I mean, I guess we take a Doomscar. Yeah, let's take these two. Not really what we wanted. We could play another Strixhaven Stadium. I don't know if that really does much for us, but it's a thing we could do. I think I just want to deluge here. I think is the plan. Oh, man. Doomscars. Ugh. That's not what we wanted. Blah. Alright. Well. Guess I'm going to take this and this. I'm just going to Doomscar here. I mean, now that we have the Strixhaven Stadiums, it's like maybe between that and Teferi, we can just buy enough time now. So we'll see. Yeah, that's helpful. All right. Now we can really start considering some things here. And a land. And I guess we'll go ahead and play this. Foretell this. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to be able to play anything else anyway, so we might as well foretell this too. Actually, I guess and this, huh? Because we have access. Yeah, alright, sure. That is a lot of cards not in our hands. Wedding announcements. That is fine, I suppose. This ended up being a weird hand where I just have all these cards set aside. Like, 3 in the yard I could flash, 4 in the yard I could flashback, 3 in foretell. So, technically no cards in hand, but access to 1 billion of them. But I only have 27 cards. So whatever we're going to do, we have to figure it out fairly quickly. Opponent's passing. Alright, making another token. We're going to go ahead and draw. Probably don't want Durari's Disruption here, but the Saw It Coming's probably fine. Well, backup Doomscar doesn't suck, I guess. Okay. What are we looking to do here? I guess not get too fancy, really. We can attack the opponents with the land. Still leave a bunch of mana up to do a million things. Actually, we sweep the board first if we're going to do that. And then that way we still get some action on our Strixhaven Stadiums. And then we'll untap some things. Probably this. Oh, well, sure. I guess we get to untap a creature, so that's a bonus, huh? And foretell this. Yeah, okay. Actually, I guess we can foretell this too, because we have the colorless mana. Yeah, okay, sure. End the turn. This game has been very strange. Did not play out at all the way I assumed it would. How do we feel about that even existing? I guess it's fine. Doesn't really do much to us. I mean, we'll get drained for some life, but that's not really our route to victory here, so sure. That's fine. Since we're gonna Doomscar anyway, we'll just let that exist. Fortunately, they don't get haste or anything. Well, there we go. That should do it. Yep. All right. Oof. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep this, I think. I think this is fair. We can do some stuff with this. Let's put that in tapped. And then we may just foretell Doomscar here. I think that makes the most sense. And then, depending on what the opponent does here, I was going to say we'll dictate what the rest of our turns look like. Now, sadly, things being what they are, we can't just not play a thing because that stands to be very dangerous for us, especially if they have Stormseeker. We'd end up taking 10 damage, so that would be kind of disappointing. But I think we go ahead and just play this. I think we can survive at least one like 6-point hit or something here and be okay. And then we get to have Doomscar plus Fading Hope up, and that's mostly okay. Actually, we're only going to get hit for 3? Ooh, I wonder if this is like a werewolf deck and they just didn't draw any green mana. Wow. If so, I'm surprised. Very interesting. Okay. Maybe this is a case of like they know that we know that they know. You know what I mean? Like one of those things like we're kind of all on the same page here, so I got to figure out what's worth doing. We could play Teferi, then Fading Hope. We would turn things back to night. Teferi could possibly end up taking 4, maybe 3. That wouldn't be the worst thing. And then we could Doomscar. I think the opponent played this very well. I think we want to... let's go ahead and Teferi. And then we'll untap this. No creature. This. And then I think we go ahead and we Fading Hope this now. Because again, it turns it back to night. I don't think we really need that. And then we still have Jiraiya's Disruption up. So we should be mostly okay here. Like, first thing resolves. If they have a second thing, then not a lot we can do about it. Okay. I think Teferi's just going to take some heat here. Now, they might try to blast Teferi for 2. No, they're not going to blast Teferi for 2. Interesting. Okay, well, now it comes down to, Do we think it's worth it to just Doomscar away one thing? I don't think we do. We could... I mean, we can block with our creature land, which I think we will. I will untap that. No creature. I mean, we can target a land for sports. And let's pass the turn. Oh, I forgot I didn't cast a spell. Dang it. It's all right. We'll just take our beatings. I mean, because our Cave of the Frost Dragon can't block anything now. The only thing we can get lucky with is if they've been sitting on something that's 5 mana, and then we can stop it with this. But regardless, the fairy's probably just dead here. And that's mostly okay, to be honest. We're not that heartbroken over it.
According to plan.
Let's notice the opponent's name. It's easy for you to kill me. Right now, we're not making it easy on ourselves. I'm playing like a dope. So, yeah. Not that I guess we could have done much, to be honest. The opponent, I think, is playing around our counters and stuff quite a bit here. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad play from them. I'm just trying to decide if we do this. I mean, do we just... This is kind of tough, right? Because we play Teferi, we untap, we Doomscar. Teferi's just sitting there again, waiting to get hit by something. This kind of sucks. I guess we go ahead and just do this. I just won't enjoy it. Like, one of those things we're doing, but I just don't feel good about it, you know? I mean, if they have the right hasty thing next turn, especially the big 5 mana thing that attacks for 4 and pings a planeswalker, that puts us in a rough spot. But it also means this puts us fairly close to winning with this, so we'll try.
Second here, a second there. Who's counting?
I mean, we still have the ability to counter something if they do tap out. So there's that. And we've got 6. We can turn this to 7. We can attack for 8. Oh my goodness, they had just the right cards to where this Jurari's Disruption does nothing. Oh well. Such is life. Yep. That little dude's gonna get some bonuses. Alright, we get this to 7. Yeah, unless we get an Epiphany or something off the top, I don't see a way that we can finish it here. That is definitely not going to do it. Oh, that's bad for us. That is very bad. So what are our options here? I mean, I guess we can look at the top 3 cards. I mean, I guess we kind of need to. Oh, my goodness. These are all bad. Oh, it would have been hard for this to be worse. Goodness. Jeez. I don't even know what we can do here. I mean, taking another stadium doesn't really do anything. The vault just gives us a bunch of mana. I don't know if that really results in anything. Ugh. Alright. It is what it is, sadly. Wow. That's rough. That is very rough. Yeah, I mean literally, unless we score an Epiphany or something, I don't see how this can be positive for us. I mean, they're just attacking us. I mean, sure, they get their cards. Why not? Well, there's nothing we can do about it. It's just like, they got their cards, they got their cards. I mean, with the fairy still being alive, we have a chance if we can draw an Epiphany, right? Because we can put this to 6. We could attack, or we could untap it, make it 7. We could attack for 8, 9, 10, and then Teferi could untap it again. So, maybe. But we're on very slim outs. Ooh. Okay. Let's go digging. Maybe another Doomscar? That would be helpful. There is an Epiphany, and we'd be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5, 6, 7. Okay, that'll work. All right. Not the way I thought we were going to go about getting it, but I'll take it. You know, beggars can't be choosers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, okay. Just wanted to double check my math real quick. Whew, man, we managed to get there just barely. All right. And this is going to allow us to get the win with the Strixhaven Stadium. Unless they burn our creature, actually. They could burn down a creature. And I think they could stop us. Well, now we have a counter, so that would change things as well. Are we leaving blue mana available? We are. Okay. Just making sure we can still saw it coming. And then these will attack. And that should do it. Ooh, man. That shouldn't have been that close. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, this isn't... Oh. Yeah, we keep this. This is an interesting hand, though. Because we're going to foretell... Man, this is tough, actually. We need to draw another either blue or white source. So I want to hold on... I think we're going to need these to be cheaper. We can at least cast those. We may or may not be able to cast Doomscars or a hard cast Saw It Coming because of our mana. Man, this is tough. I'm going to have to do it. Just because maybe we're going to cast a fairy at some point, and because we're playing against Mono Black or Orzhov potentially, there's a good chance that Strixhaven Stadium could be a route to victory. So we have to consider that as a real thing. Opponent makes us discard. I'm going to discard the 2 Doomscars. That's fine. I mean, if it's wrong, it's wrong. I'll accept it as part of the exchange. Well, we didn't get any more mana, so that doesn't help our situation. So, we're just going to do this.
I know. I'm right on time.
Oh, 0 for creatures and a land.
Second here.
All right.
Second there.
So if they have another discard spell, we can actually counter that one. Nope, just a Shambling Gas. That's okay for us. That we're good with. That is non-threatening. Hey, leave our mana alone, opponent. Oh, actually, if you go after that one, we appreciate that. I don't even... Sure. They actually did us a favor. Awesome sauce. I'll take that. That was not intended at all, but... Or not expected, I should say. Alright, we'll go ahead and protect this here Epiphany. I think. And then we will untap some things. That, not a creature, and that. And then we'll go ahead and foretell this. And I think we're going to be all good. I'm just double checking here. Yep. Mana looks fine. Actually, wait. Why did... Oh, Arena. You should have left me... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I couldn't cast more than one of these anyway. Fair enough. Touche, Arena. Touche. Now, the good news is they could all out attack Teferi, and that'd only be 5, so that wouldn't kill Teferi, which is great. And I'm not even sure. The opponent may want to attack us, but if they're not attacking us, then the Strixhaven Stadium is going to keep growing, and that's fine. Now, they also probably don't want to activate the Faceless Haven because we do actually have Field of Ruin up. So there is that. Dispute? Sure. Seems reasonable. Alright, we may be getting pretty close to ending the game here. I didn't really consider how easy this particular matchup could end up being. Do I even want to counter that? I don't think so. I think we just save these for post-Epiphany, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, alright. It seems more than fine. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. I know it gives them mana to be able to draw a card or whatever, but that's fine. I don't feel that threatening with our hand empty. We're possibly setting up a stadium win here anyway. I'm going to take a second white just to make sure we have that when the time comes. And another Field of Ruin. Fair enough. Arena, fair enough. Also, I could have actually done this where I got the mana first, because I feel like that could have mattered a little bit. If they had a way to kill a creature here, I'd be able to stop them from killing something. But I don't think it really matters. I mean, we get to put this to 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to find a way for another point still. Don't want to let that die. Just a Celestis, sadly. Oh, wait, actually, that will be enough, right? 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. All right. Cool. Untap this. Untap that. Oh, creature, I guess. I could have attacked first, I suppose. Would have been smarter. Ah, well. Yep, that'll do it. Ooh, this is pretty intriguing. Let's keep it. We're going first. I think I'm just going to put Jararis Disruption down. If any of these was one more land, I think I would have had just kept it and tried to stop something on their end. But I don't think that's really kind of the game we're playing here at the moment. With what we're potentially up against, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Doomscar. Though we don't actually have a second white mana, so that is a thing. But I want to at least make sure it's available to us when we need it. Okay, there's the second white mana, so that's pretty nice. We'll go ahead and foretell that. And then that'll set us up next turn to Deluge into something. Or we might just wipe the board here, honestly. How big of a beating could we take here and be okay? Like, we can... just trying to think how we go about this, right? We can Deluge, then we can... I had 5 mana. If we play that, it's only 3. So we could actually play Stadium and then Doomscar next turn. Alright, that's fine. I think this is the best use of our mana. I mean, we're going to take a big hit here. No way around that. Especially if this is, like, adversary. Yeah, exactly. So, one of those ones you just say, we'll suck it up. We're okay. Like, we know what we're getting ourselves into here. Alright. This is a lot. But we did get the opponent to commit a lot of cards here. Which is the best we could hope for. A Stadium and a Saw It Coming. I think we'll take a Saw It Coming and this land. I think is what we want. Extra land is not particularly what we want. But we'll take this. Play that. And then we'll go ahead and cast the Doomscar. And then that sets us up to Epiphany and then something. I don't know what something is yet. We didn't get that far in the plans. It's Epiphany and hope something goes our way. Okay. Alrund's Epiphany. Oh, well, there's that. That was not anticipated, but I don't hate it. So now we have a real scenario of, do we just try to fend off the opponent's things? I mean, they could exile these potentially. We can counter one. I don't think we do, though, because they're just gonna... We're gonna Doomscar. So I think we just foretell some... Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have exactly 7, huh? I'm just thinking if I want to just deluge straight up during their end step and find something, or if I just want to set our these up with foretell, do this next turn, and then maybe do something. All right, I think I'm willing to gamble on that. We have enough mana that I think it's okay. And the opponent's almost empty-handed here. Annoying. But if that's all they're doing, we could still chump block here, so that's fine. I'm not going to waste a counter on that. Like, this will hurt, but we're just going to lose these tokens anyway. They're kind of... They have a job. They're going to do their job, basically. Like, they are here for this very purpose. And I kind of feel bad for the opponent. This is the type of thing, like, we go digging, and you're going to assume that we found... I'm going to take a Fading Hope, actually. The other Doomscar, but we were already holding it. Deluge is cool, I guess. And then now we can keep all the opponent's stuff off of us, so we just pass. And then we can slowly set up our win with the Strixhaven Stadium here. We're going to Fading Hope that. They did not have the magical Snakeskin Veil, which is great. And this should start putting us toward where we want to be. We'll go ahead and foretell this. We're going to dig. Take a Fateful Absence and a Doom. Well, hold on. Yeah, we'll take a Fateful Absence and a Doomscar. Maybe? Yeah, sure. That seems fine. And then we'll attack. And then I think we'll go ahead and just foretell this. And I think that's reasonable. And we should be good to go the rest of the way here. Yep. GG's, opponent. Yeah, that doesn't really matter here. Yep. We're able to attack, put the last 2 counters on our Strixhaven Stadium. Whew, alright. Well, that was kind of fun, I have to admit. Not the type of deck I would normally play. I'll tell you what I liked about it was that I could end games quickly, right? I mean, there's some that still drag on, and you have to play till turn 10, turn 12. But a lot of the time, the games were really just like, okay, can I get control of the board? Can I kill with the Strixhaven Stadium, right? And then the game becomes more about protecting the Strixhaven Stadium. And it was actually interesting because you do put your opponents in some tough situations a couple of times where they may actually have to attack to Fairy, or they actually get to stop from dying to the stadium. So it's actually pretty interesting, and it gives you a chance for Teferi to threaten going ultimate, which is kind of cool. So I like the way this one plays a bit. So, hats off to you, my imaginary hat, mucho birdies. Not really much I would change other than changes I made to this list already, so I will probably just be loading this version just as it is in the video. But if you like this style of deck, it's pretty cool. If you also want to try this style of deck, but maybe you didn't want to play those super long grindy games, this actually gives you an opportunity to play some that aren't necessarily always grindy. Maybe about 50% of them, 40% of them are. The others, you get an easy win with the Stadium. And you have the benefit of people not really playing against Stadium much, so that works to your advantage. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Sphinx's Revelation. Mostly because, damn, I hated this card when it was in Standard. But the card's very good. Like, you get to draw cards and gain life. It's an instant. You could do it during your opponent's end step. Like, this card's so good. And it's still affordable. Like, I would say if you were playing blue and white, I'd be really surprised if you're not playing this in your commander deck, because it's only like $2 or so, maybe $2.50 on most websites. So it should be pretty easy to get your hands on it if you want one. And this card's probably one that, even with some reprints, will probably always be playable. And it's not the card you're going to want a bunch of in a deck. Obviously, if you're playing commander, you can only play one. So I don't see this card ever going particularly super high in price, but you know, the $2 to $4 range is probably where this will stay for the foreseeable future. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discord if you want to come by, say hi, see what's up. And you know, if you just want to support me, and I know you've been looking, some people asking, why don't you have a Patreon? Well, we have memberships right here on YouTube. So if you check the join button down below, you can join the channel for as little as 99 cents, get your name and lights at the end of the videos, and get to have input on what we're going to do here on the channel. But check out all the levels. You might like what you get, even some exclusive videos that I put out. So lots of stuff there, but even if you don't do that, please remember to like this video because that helps so very much. Subscribe if you haven't, and then remember to hit that notification bell because that's very important to make sure you choose all notifications. And if you'd be so kind, share this video out so other people see it. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.